The Judgment Day to finally implode at WWE Clash at the Castle? The Judgment Day faction is currently navigating a challenging period, particularly in the absence of Rhea Ripley. Known for their collective approach to leadership and problem-solving, the group has historically operated without a single designated leader, instead thriving on their unified efforts. However, with Ripley's departure, a shift in dynamics has occurred. Damian Priest has subtly stepped into a leadership role, a development that has not gone unnoticed. This shift comes at a critical juncture for the group, which is trying to maintain its cohesion and strength amidst Ripley's absence. Priest's assumption of this unofficial leadership position could be seen as a natural progression given his presence and influence within the faction. His charismatic and assertive nature makes him a compelling figure to guide the group through this period of uncertainty. However, this emerging dynamic might not sit well with Finn Balor. Balor, a founding member of the Judgment Day, has always been a cornerstone of the faction's identity and strategic direction. His vision and contributions have been pivotal in shaping the group's ethos and success. The potential friction between Balor and Priest over leadership could lead to internal strife, undermining the group's solidarity. Balor's potential discontent with Priest's new role raises concerns about the faction's future. If left unresolved, this leadership struggle could weaken the Judgment Day, making them vulnerable to external threats and diminishing their influence within the wrestling world.
If you love your father, then subscribe the channel, and those who love me show your love by liking and subscribing.
It's imperative for the faction to address these internal dynamics and find a balance that honors their collective approach while adapting to the current situation. Ultimately, the way forward for the Judgment Day lies in their ability to navigate this power shift with care and strategic foresight. Ensuring that all members feel valued and integral to the group's mission will be crucial in maintaining their dominance and unity in the wrestling landscape. The ongoing drama within the Judgment Day faction has reached new heights, with Liv Morgan's actions towards Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor only adding fuel to the fire. As the Women's World Champion, Morgan has been attempting to sway Dirty Dom to her side, creating a rift within the group. Balor's behavior, on the other hand, has left fans scratching their heads. In one instance, he was spotted leaving the same vehicle as Morgan, suggesting a potential alliance, or at least a close association. Yet, he then acted in contradiction by preventing Morgan from manipulating Dominic, thereby adding another layer of complexity to their storyline. The tension within the Judgment Day faction is likely to culminate at the highly anticipated Clash at the Castle event. With the Judgment Day banned from ringside during Damian Priest's bout against Drew McIntyre, fans are expecting a dramatic turn of events. Despite the official ban, it's improbable that the faction will adhere to it, given their history of interference and underhanded tactics. The stage is set for a possible faction implosion, with Damian Priest poised to be at the center of it all. The history of conflict within the Judgment Day has been simmering for months, and the upcoming match might just be the breaking point. If the faction does indeed interfere in the match, it could trigger a pivotal moment for Priest. Feeling undermined by his supposed allies' need to intercede, Priest might reach his boiling point and lash out, leading to an explosive confrontation with his fellow faction members. This potential fracture has been subtly foreshadowed in recent weeks. Priest has shown signs of frustration and discontent, hinting at his desire for independence and a clean break from the chaotic dynamics of the Judgment Day. Liv Morgan's unpredictable actions and Balor's ambiguous loyalty have only exacerbated these tensions. Morgan's attempts to recruit Dominic Mysterio could be seen as an effort to bolster her own influence within the faction, possibly aiming to position herself as the new leader. The Clash at the Castle event could serve as the perfect backdrop for this internal conflict to unfold. With the faction's interference likely, Priest might see this as the ultimate betrayal. His need to prove himself against Drew McIntyre, without any assistance, could drive him to reject any form of help, even if it's from his own teammates. This defiance could mark the beginning of the end for the Judgment Day as we know it. Balor's role in this saga is particularly intriguing. His actions have been contradictory, making it difficult to ascertain his true intentions. By preventing Morgan from influencing Dominic, he might be trying to maintain some semblance of control within the faction or protect Dominic for reasons yet unknown. Alternatively, Balor could be playing a deeper game, manipulating events to his advantage while keeping everyone else off balance. In conclusion, Clash at the Castle is shaping up to be a pivotal event for the Judgment Day. The factions banned from ringside is unlikely to be honored, setting the stage for a dramatic and potentially faction-shattering interference. Damian Priest's reaction to this interference could determine the future of the group. Whether he explodes in defiance or manages to keep his composure, the repercussions will undoubtedly reshape the landscape of WWE's faction dynamics. Fans are eagerly awaiting to see how this high-stakes drama will unfold and what it will mean for the future of the Judgment Day. At the recent Backlash event, tensions within the Judgment Day faction reached a boiling point when Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, and JD McDonough intervened during Damian Priest's match against JUSO. Despite their intentions to assist him, the Archer of Infamy did not appreciate their involvement. This incident hints at a potential fracture within the group, and if similar events occur again, it could lead to Priest expressing his frustrations directly, particularly targeting Finn Balor. This scenario would force the rest of the members to choose sides, further deepening the faction's internal conflict. Given the current dynamics, JD McDonough's allegiance seems firmly with Finn Balor. McDonough's loyalty to Balor has been evident, stemming from their long-standing history and camaraderie. His support for Balor would likely be unwavering, even in the face of internal disputes. This loyalty will be crucial as the faction navigates through these turbulent times. On the other side, Carlito's stance is a bit more complex. His recent interactions suggest a possible alignment with Dominic Mysterio. Carlito's veteran presence and in-ring experience provide a stabilizing force that could bolster Dominic's position within the group. Should Dominic find himself at odds with either Balor or Priest, Carlito's support could be pivotal in determining the faction's future direction. Dominic Mysterio's decisions are particularly intriguing. His relationship with Rhea Ripley, known as the Eradicator, adds another layer to the unfolding drama. If Dominic decides to side with Balor, it might be influenced by his desire to bring in Liv Morgan as a replacement for Rhea Ripley, a move that could shift the faction's dynamics considerably. However, if Dominic values his partnership with Ripley and seeks to maintain her presence in the group, he might find himself siding with Damian Priest. Ripley's strong personality and her own influence within the Judgment Day cannot be understated, and her return to the ring could tip the scales significantly. Rhea Ripley's role is crucial in this power struggle. Her alliance with Damian Priest is likely, given their established rapport and mutual respect. If she chooses to back Priest, it would not only solidify his position within the faction but also influence other members' decisions. Ripley's support could be the decisive factor that leads Dominic to side with Priest, thus shifting the faction's balance of power.
If you love your father, then subscribe the channel, and those who love me show your love by liking and subscribing.